Yeah, I don't know what the hell setting to put this on. I don't mess around with this camera enough to know like what settings to put it on. Oh, I might be on 8. One sec.
You're forced into higher power.
Yeah.
Savabot said scene switched up. Live, Velovox_B, 12,229, 86 milliseconds.
There, it was on the HDMI mic. So let's mess with these settings.
Kododen said, are there people dancing in the distance?
Actually, it's my kids' cross-country practice. They're doing warm-ups. I was testing.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, what camera is this?
This is Sony a5100. I thought this is what I use for my indoor streams, and I was thinking, like, it doesn't have any image stabilization, so when you walk with it, it's kind of like probably pretty jumpy. But I was like thinking for cyclocross races, you could have this camera and you could totally, it's on a tripod right now, I could just drop it at a corner and be like, boom. Like, I don't know how the quality looks, but it should be like way the hell better than any action cam.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, turn up the speaker. We will motivate them to run faster.
Yeah.
Savabot said scene switched up. Live, Velovox_B, 12,027, 81 milliseconds.
But yeah, the cell phone signal appears.
Dmitry Kuprianov said before it went low showed something about memory card.
Oh, I think I hit a button. I think I hit a button on the back and it was showing the display.
Dmitry Kuprianov said also, how is it going from 500 to 12,000?
Yeah, welcome to ridiculous internet. Yeah, how is it going from 500 to 12,000?
said it's actually fairly stable when you're walking.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the preview screen on the app and it doesn't look that bad. Like, it's better than I've seen some people's crappy streams. Usually it's like this. Like, oh, look, I'm walking. Oh. I have it recording at home too, because I'm kind of curious at what the recording looks like. Because when I was doing testing at home,
Dmitry Kuprianov said, is this the Nano or B?
this is the B. When I was doing testing at home, this camera looks way better than the GoPro and the X3000.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, in this camera you can play with setting an aperture.
Yeah, that was the problem, was I had it set up because it's usually in my garage. And in my garage it's fairly dark, so I had all of the settings on manual because I was trying to get a certain look with the lights in my garage. But yeah, you can fully, like right now I have the aperture on 1.6, I have the ISO on auto, and then I have the frames per second, or I guess the shutter speed is on automatic. So it's just constantly adjusting the shutter speed because I kind of want the f-stop to be where I want it to be to get the look I'm looking for. But
Dmitry Kuprianov said, been so long since I streamed at home and realized can't change GoPro settings when HDMI is plugged in.
the problem is I don't know the menu good enough, but as soon as I freaking touch something, there we go. That's what I wanted. 1.4. That's what I wanted. I need to set a lock on this, that when I touch the settings, they're locked in.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, does the back screen work while you're streaming?
It totally does. I'm actually looking at the back screen right now. I was looking for a way of turning it off, maybe to conserve battery, but the back screen is on. See, what I was trying to think of was, would it be possible to go to an event like I did on Sunday, or go to a cross race with this camera on the tripod and walk around like this rather than walk around, you know, with the GoPro or the X3000? Like, is this, so far I think has been pretty acceptable as far as stabilization goes, and there is no stabilization. Because I actually thought about buying a gimbal.
Citrus said, looks nice.
You know, I was thinking of, like, I could mount this
Dmitry
camera.
Kuprianov said, and you hire someone to do this while you race with another Bellabox system and switch scenes.
Yeah, actually that would be pretty good. Set this camera up with the one Bella box at like the start finish, and then have me on my bike racing with another Bella box. That would totally work. I find the internet works better, like the cell signal works better when you're not moving. So a stationary camera, you could totally get away with, I bet, just one.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, I hear kids are cheap. Our winking face. Dmitry Kuprianov said labor.
The 4000 though is the 4000 is the lowest shutter speed. I think that's probably not enough. I think I'd have to see if I take it down to like 2.0. I wonder if I turn it.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, how much zoom you got?
I don't know, actually, that's a good question. That's it. Two times zoom. I wonder if I just turn everything on auto. How do I get to the menu? No. Switch shoot mode. So I want auto movie. Okay. That's on, everything's on auto. Thing is, the sun was behind me. I was going into the sun before. Oh, I'm burning up so much data right now. Maybe my arm is just a really good gimbal.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, is that ocean water?
No, this is Westwood Lake. This is a lake. There's actually a trail that goes all the way around it. It's about 5.7 kilometers or 4.7. I think it's just under 6.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, looks amazing out.
Yeah, it's a nice day. It's been pouring rain all day, and I'm glad to see some little bit of blue sky. And it would suck for the kids having to run in the rain, but I think they're running mostly in trails, so it's probably not bad. tripod I have is just a super cheap tripod, and it is not light. I would get sick of carrying this. It's only been 15 minutes.
Kododen said you'll just have super jack shoulders.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking of, like the gimbal, but I'm like, man, how long can you really carry a camera with your arm at a 90-degree angle? Like, that's what I was thinking, to be more of a, you know, if I'm at a cyclocross race.
Dmitry Kuprianov said cyclists do need some upper body workouts.
Yeah, we don't want muscles upper body because it makes you weigh more.
Dmitry Kuprianov said, well, test also working out, or did you plan to test with second Bellabox?
No. The all I really cared about for the second Bella box was just that no albs worked. Because if I jump on my bike, it's just to make things easier to have two setups, one on the bike and one in the backpack, where all I have to do is maybe swap the batteries over and not have to worry about rewiring the whole thing, because taking all the wires out of my frame bag, that's like 20-minute process. And then having to put all the wires in the backpack after taking it out of the frame bag, that's another 20 minutes. So I was looking for something that I can get both of them working, but I can just be quick on the go. Like, oh, I'm going to an event, grab the backpack, swap batteries, boom, done. Or, oh, I'm gonna ride my bike, you know, put the batteries in, 2 minutes, jump on the bike. But because they weren't both working in no albs, what was happening was I was losing all of my automatic scene switching. And then when I was at the event and I pressed go live, it instantly went to offline because it was like, there's no signal, because it was monitoring, but it wasn't monitoring the right thing. Like, I don't know if there'd be any situation where I actually would run both at the same time.
What do you guys normally eat for protein?
Like protein powder, chicken.
Kododen said, I wish I liked oatmeal so I could have oatmeal with protein powder for breakfast. But it's so awful. It's like eating wallpaper paste.
Oh, like plain oatmeal, yeah. That's the problem with oatmeal, is you have to load it up with a bunch of crap that's not good for you to make it taste good. Tell you, everything gets way less hot in my backpack though. The bee is only running at 40 degrees. In my frame bag, it'd be like 70 by now.
Zavabot said scene switched up. Live, Bellabox underscore B. 12,739, 73 milliseconds. Monkey Banana said arise for Zaprise. Oh, hi, peeps.
Hey, Monkey Bananas, how's it going?
Monkey Banana said what we testing?
I'm testing the Sony a5100 on how it works with me walking holding the tripod. because I'd like to do some events, and I believe the quality out of this camera is way the heck better than the GoPro or the X3000. But I was worried that potentially walking around with it is walking with it might be too super jittery. But I hadn't actually taken. Yeah, this one can do like 2%, 2 times. Yeah, like when I was testing at home, this camera at home on the Bella Box looked freaking amazing. Like substantially better than the GoPro or the X3000. But I've never actually taken it outside. I've only just done like in my basement home testing. So I wanted to see what it would do in real life with sort of the bit rate absolutely cranked.
Monkey Banana said it looks nice.
Yeah, like the most zoom I can get on this. That's it, 2 times zoom. This isn't really a zoom lens though, so it's like 2 times digital zoom. I should try it with the kit lens. The kit lens actually has some optical stabilization. This is the Sigma 1.4, which would honestly be way better at night. It sucks up a lot of light, and when I'm outside I don't really need a lens that will bring in a lot of light, so the kit lens is probably
Monkey Banana said you might already know this, but the audio is a bit garbled at times.
Oh really? Interesting. It's actually, I'm running it through the DJI mic, and the receiver's in my backpack.
Monkey Banana said I can understand everything you're saying though. Monkey Banana said BRB. Bellabox_B, 12,282, 92 milliseconds.